Tonight on NTV.
I can't involve all of you in this.
Who said anything about being scared? We're Suarez's. We're not scared. That word isn't in our vocabulary.
Tell me the truth, Patricia. Are you cheating on me with someone that we know?
Tonight on NTV.
Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus came to set you free and to be free indeed.
In life, you don't wait. There are certain times where you wait for certain decisions, but when it comes to taking action and choices, you have to move.
Jesus Christ found me, and he actually asked me a question, whether I wanted to live or to die.
Every day of my life was struggling. It's just that God has given me this kind of hope.
GXP every Sunday only on NTV, your official inspiration station.
Street Live in association with Reham WhatsApp. Feel it within.
Seba business eno njimazeemu myaka 4. Ebirungi bingi byenfunye mu business eno bukyangitandika. Kubanga era yentuusizaawo endiso. Kale nagifunamu ng'akaduuka, nefunamuuko ne kaapuloti. Kale oyinza oteekamu emitwalo 10 n'olyaku emitwalo ng'ebiri so. Kale okutwaliza awamu. Waliwo era akaseera nawe nga bw'obimanyi katuuka n'ebintu ne bikaluba. Gamba n'otuula nga tolaba ku baguzi. Abavubuka bannange obubaka bwe mbawa gye bali bwona bave mu kulera engalo okutuula obutuuzi. Kubanga nze bizinensi yange natandika n'omutwalo gumu 10. Mbugumiikiriza n'amazima ge gakutuusa ku buwanguzi.
Street Live in association with Reham WhatsApp. Feel it within.
And the change of government won't stop a thing. I've run out of fingers counting the number of multinationals setting up here. What about the 3 companies that announced their plans to launch last week? I say they're shortly. Me, I'd be looking to sell. At what price? More. Much, much more. I don't know who you are or how you know these things, but one thing I'm sure of, you're in the wrong job. here. Call me tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'd like to hear more from you.
Are you ready for your big break? The East African, understanding the region.
NTV, turning on your world.
Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to NTV at One. My name is Malcolm Sim. Let's have a look at the headlines first.
Nothing has actually been done. They are going to lay down their tools.
The West South MPs calling on doctors to lay down their tools over the delay in getting their salaries. And officers from Interpol announced the arrest of sacked Buru West MP Tony Kipoi. Welcome to NTV at One. The Shadow Minister for Health, Dr. Alurumi Baiga, is calling on medical workers across the country to lay down their tools over the delay in getting their salaries for the past 3 months. The MP says health workers have issued the Health Ministry a 2-week ultimatum to pay up or face a national strike.
Ultimatum was given to the minister to the effect that if at all within 2 weeks health workers are not paid their little salary, they are going to lay down their tools. She confirmed that they would be paid before the end of this month. I have cross-checked with the workers, the health workers, and nothing has actually been done. No payment of salaries. In the last 3-4 months, health workers cannot put food to their tables. They cannot take their children to school. They cannot even treat themselves when they are sick. They are lethargic. They have lost energy. They are ill-motivated. So, as Shadow Minister of Health and Shadow Cabinet, as opposition, we are supporting them. We are supporting them, and this is all over Uganda. We are supporting them to put down their tools, because this would be the rude awakening of government. This government only wakes up when there is a rude awakening.
The World Bank has postponed a $90 million loan to Uganda, an equivalent of 255 billion shillings, over what it terms a tough anti-gay law recently assented to by President Museveni. The loan was intended to boost Uganda's health services. And the new law enacted on Monday strengthens already strict legislation with the penal code relating to homosexuals in the country. And it allows life imprisonment as the penalty for acts of aggravated homosexuality and also criminalizes the promotion of homosexuality. The law has been sharply criticized by the West, with donors such as Denmark, Netherlands and Norway cutting aid to Uganda. The U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry has called on the law atrocious. The Conservative Party Disciplinary Committee has summoned Honorable Ken Chamzi along with other party members for misleading the public. The party also announced their candidate for the Rural West by-elections.
The National Executive Committee of the Conservative Party is very unamused by how Honorable Chamzi is conducting himself, and therefore it has summoned him to the party disciplinary committee. Have had some quotas of the public calling him the President General. It is because he's holding himself out as so. He has not followed the law. elections were conducted within the Conservative Party and he lost them. The clerk to Parliament and the Electoral Commission recently declared the Bubulo West constituency in Manafa district vacant following Honorable Kipoi's absence from conducting his activities. Therefore, we are presenting to you today a candidate, a Conservative Party candidate.
I'm Wasibi Magira, National Chairman, Conservative Party, and apparently an aspiring parliamentary candidate for Bubulo West.
Interpol Uganda has issued a red notice to the Congolese government as a means to extradite Bubulo West MP Tony Chipoi Nsubuga, who is wanted on theft charges. Addressing journalists at Interpol headquarters in Koloro, Hassan Kasinje, the director of Interpol Uganda, said that Chipoi was arrested by the Congolese police from Eastern DRC and is now held in Kinshasa.
I'm happy to report to you that Interpol yesterday issued a red notice. The red notice, of course, after our request, after Uganda has requested for the issuance of the red notice, and when I mean Uganda, I mean this NCB, this National Central Bureau of Interpol. We requested that the Interpol headquarters issues a red notice in the names of Chipoi Tone Nsubuga. He was cited in DRC and he was arrested. Eastern DRC. However, as I speak now, Tone Chipoi Nsubuga is under the hands of the police, is arrested by the police and is in Kinshasa. I have been in touch with our ambassador to DRC, and what was left was a red notice to process his repatriation.
This is NTV At One. We'll be back shortly after this.
Harris International Limited, the manufacturer of Reham Fontaine, Reham Cola and Reham WhatsApp, informs every customer that the price of our 320 ml bottle has now been reduced from 1,000 to 800 shillings. Yes, for only 800 shillings, you can have a drink that's made for you. Remember, our 500 ml bottle is now only at 1,200 shillings. Reham, proudly Ugandan.
NTV just got better. To enhance your enjoyment, your favorite soap La Patrona has been brought closer to home. Effective 3rd March, La Patrona will air at 7:30 p.m, while Saints, Airtel Chakala, Login, Entrepreneur and Unbeatable Banzuke will air at 8:35 p.m. on their respective days. NTV, turning on your world.
Power theft can not only cause destruction of properties and power outages, but can also lead to death.
This is today's Umeme outage report. To improve supply stability, maintenance was carried out in the following areas today.
Speak up and report power theft. It's a crime and affects everyone. Let's unite against power theft and save lives.
On the next episode of
Hey, Stacey, how was training today?
Oh, it was good. It was good. You know, I didn't think I was in such good shape. Stace, I told you to write a big fat check. Look. And that's about all.
Don't sleep, though. My wife's in incredible shape. She lifts fat babies all day.
Okay, all I'm saying is that I was the cheerleader, I was the track star, and the homecoming queen. Yeah. You know, Tasha, believe it or not, your sister has brains and stamina.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna finish that race in an hour.
Wait, what'd you say?
60 minutes.
What'd you say? I can't hear you. What?
60 minutes.
How fast are you running that race?
I'm gonna run the race in 55 minutes.
Why are you in my ear?
What?
Welcome back to NTV at One. Residents of Mbara town have destroyed the house of an armed man who's accused of killing a resident of their village. And the angry residents went on rampage after some of their colleagues identified the suspected gunman.
A suspected gunman in Mbara town is accused of killing a resident and terrorizing many others in one of the villages. A group of enraged residents mobilized and destroyed a shop that is said to belong to the gunman to avenge the killing.
Kati babadde nga bateebereza ku bano abantu abaseeba n'abantu ekyaviiriddeko kwonoona bino ebintu by'abantu byonna kubisaanawo bwe bati.
The embattled Lord Mayor Arias Lukwago, who happened to be visiting the area, stopped to assess the damage. The suspected gunman was rescued by the police from the angry crowd and is now being held at Mbara police station. The suspect's wife was also taken to police. Police say they will ensure that the suspect and his accomplices are brought to book.
British Council has partnered with Makerere University and the Ministry of Education to launch a literacy project in Iganga district. The officials distributed 50,000 learning books to children in a bid to supplement the government's efforts of improving universal primary education. Iganga district is said to have the lowest literacy levels in the country.
Now we believe that if we improve literacy levels through using the local language, in this case Lusoga, together with English, we can actually improve young people's education possibilities. We can also improve their employment opportunities. So really what this project is about is improving young people's life opportunities through trying to raise the literacy levels. To design this project and to implement this project with Makerere University, but using the teachers from this area to write stories, using the students from this area to illustrate the stories. So the end product is bilingual readers that have Lusoga on one side, English on the other side. So improving the literacy levels in both languages, thereby improving the young people's education opportunities.
We know that there are many districts in Uganda that have low literacy levels in schools, but we chose Iganga because there was a great need to address low performance in schools in English, the scarcity of reading materials on the thematic curriculum, because the thematic curriculum promotes the teaching of mother tongue. From P1 to P3 and P4 becomes a transition year.
Literacy levels are still very low in Iganga. But as you know, when you talk about literacy, it's reading and writing, ability to read and write. And these are skills, all competences we acquire in school. So they may be low because people have not gone to school. That's one of them.
On the international scene, our Russian military forces are blockading Sevastopol airport in the Ukrainian region of Crimea. Armed men also took over the other main Crimea airport, Simferopol.
Relations between Russia and the Ukraine have been strained since the ousting of Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych, who is now in Russia. These tensions have been particularly evident in Crimea, Ukraine's only Russian majority region. On Thursday, pro-Russian armed men stormed the Simferopol parliament, ousted the existing cabinet and appointed a new prime minister. Witnesses told Interfax Ukraine news agency that around 50 men arrived at Simferopol airport carrying Russian Navy flags. The airport is said to be operating as normal. Elsewhere, anti-government protesters have hit the streets of Venezuela's capital and other cities, protesting over food shortages and rising inflation, as well as the government's crackdown on demonstrators. Yesterday's protests in Caracas saw fewer numbers as revelers prepared for carnival celebrations. Between 2,000 and 3,000 people gathered in the wealthy Caracas neighborhood of Chacao, an opposition stronghold under the theme, No More Dead. Clashes broke out when about 200 demonstrators tried to block a nearby highway and security forces dispersed them using tear gas. And France's president will visit French troops deployed in the Central African Republic and meet the interim president of the troubled former colony today. Apart from holding talks with the Central African Republic interim president Catherine Samba Panza, he will also meet religious leaders during a brief stopover in the capital Bangui on his way home from Nigeria, where he's attending a security conference with African leaders. It will be the second time that the French president has visited the Central African Republic since he ordered a force that now stands at 2,000 troops into the country in December to stem sectarian violence. His visit comes amid reports that hundreds of Muslims have sought refuge in a Catholic church in the town of Carnot following the killing of at least 70 people in the country's remote southwest. The Muslims fled to the church after Christian fighters, known as the Anti-Balaka, attacked Gwen about 100 kilometers away earlier this month.
That international sports piece, international news piece winds up NTV at One for now, but there is a big sports story about Nicholas Anelka being banned and, of course, also suspended by his club. The details will be coming up. Alan, David and Ismail have the details in our famous sports program coming up next.
NTV, turning on your world.